How's Tennille going at school?
Not good. I can't get her to go. I mean, she takes off all the time. Every morning it's a struggle to get her up and out the door. And I make promises about it getting better, and then she comes home crying, or she doesn't come home at all. We keep fighting about school and fitting in.
Yeah, it's embarrassing not keeping up with the schoolwork and things. But, I don't know, Mum never made it through high school, so why should I have to? And the other kids, they all tease me about being in care. No one bothers to stick up for me. And the teachers, they're just like, whatever.
Aunt, have you gone to the school and had a yarn with someone?
When she started, I told Tennille I will take her to school, but she wouldn't let me.
See, if you could go, I mean, do you know if they have someone like me, an Aboriginal education officer or maybe a school counsellor who you can yarn to?
I don't know.
Aunt, parents are welcome at school any day of the week. No appointment necessary. And I encourage them to. It's my job to sort things out. If kids are having trouble at school, I'm there. Maybe you should go and have a yarn with someone.
When I was first put into care and started off at the new school, some of the kids were like, "Oh, where are you from, eh? And what school did you get kicked out of?" And I'd say, "Oh, I really didn't go to school much." And then I'd ask me, "Oh, what do your parents do?" So I'd tell them, "My dad's a train truck driver and my mum's a nurse." And then they'd say to me, "Oh, wow, that's so great. That's so cool. That must be awesome." And when the reality is that, well, my mum and dad aren't people who look after you. Because the whole time they're off their face.
Within the first few days of taking Kiara to school, we were up at the principal's office trying to work out what was going on and why she didn't want to be there. We kept at it, and we came up with all sorts of ways to make her go. Well, we were up there 3 or 4 times a week. In the end, the teachers came up with a learning plan, and that seemed to work. And we just kept pushing gently because we wanted her to understand that education is important.
We've been really lucky. Well, the school's been great. Although I just got a phone call on the way here saying, "Can you come and pick up your boys? They're being naughty." So it's a bad day today. Oh, Noel will sort it out. It's a pretty small school. So we've got someone who comes in and helps the boys in the classroom. And they've got funding for that. And that's a bonus.
That's great. It can make all the difference. Arnie, maybe you want to start with a phone call? If you want, you can get the agency to help and you can go in for a meeting.
Yeah, thanks. I'll give it a go.
Let me know if I can help out anytime.
I appreciate that very much, thanks.
And remember, love. I know it's hard, but we all know what these kids have been through. Abuse, neglect. It takes a long time for them to feel at home. You know, they're picked up and they're plonked down, sometimes with people they don't even know. They've never seen them before. So we can't expect them to know everything all at once.
It's a long process for them to feel safe and comfortable enough to start talking about who they really are and what's happened to them in their lives.
Tennille's a good kid. I just have to be patient and wait for her to talk to me.
Every morning before Darren leaves for school, he'll say, "I miss you." He wasn't certain he was going to stay with us, and it was like He was too scared to get on that bus because he thought he wasn't coming back. Stability is everything for these Jarjums.
It's important to have sad time and to be there for them too. Take whatever time they need. Be with them.
And keep talking to them. And talk to them about their feelings. And let them get angry. It's okay to be angry about things.
We get a lot of that at school. Some of them full of aggression. Young fellas mostly, who want to express themselves but they don't know how to. We had this young fella who was getting treated really badly by this big mob. Kids can be cruel. He punched the wall so hard he broke his hand.
Yeah, you just have to remember what the kids have been through, understand their issues.
I think carers should explain things more. I think they should go through with the kids and explain to them the reasons why they're there. But at the same time, I think the kids need to also understand that the carers are there to help you be better and help you achieve more things, like they did with me.
Look, I think that's about it for today. I hope it was helpful. Thanks heaps for coming. It was lovely to meet you. Put faces to, you know, the voices on the phone. Good luck with everything.
Thanks very much.
Okay.
That was great.
Yeah, good.
No worries. Fantastic.
Yeah.
See you. Yeah. Good to see you. Nice to meet you.
You too.
Thank you for the wonderful advice.
That's okay, Aunt. She'll be right.
Just remember that you're not alone. You can make a phone call, get some help, some advice. I mean, emails even. I think the best advice is to build your own support network the best way you can.
It was so good to be able to talk to the other carers because they're the ones you get the information from. It helps to know you don't have to do it on your own.
Well, one of the best things that I got is that you can take time for yourself. I work 2 days a week and that's my way of keeping sane.
Don't be afraid to ask for help. If you really can't cope, then you have to be honest enough to say so. You have to understand what your own limits are.
And remember, it's your right to ask for help. From the agency to the school to help people. They want you to. It's like being part of a team and working together.
I could say a lot of things, but to the kids I'd definitely say if I could give you any advice, I'd say just don't be so hard on your carers. Just accept them and know that they're there to help you and then that they just want you to do well. Take all the help that's offered to you because, you know, you'll need it later on. If I were to give any advice to the carers is to just be there for them and to be patient. Help us achieve a lot more things in life that we didn't think we could and help us be better, you know. And in the end, we'll thank you for that. In the end, the most rewarding thing about being a carer is seeing the kids turn out okay. So Betty and Tennille are getting on much better now.
Ooh, I like that.
It's good now. The more things that you go through in life makes you see that you can actually get through other things. So I could go somewhere with sport or I could do something that's going to use my education and I'm still unsure because it's all new.
As long as you're happy,
Yeah, that's right.
You can come and have a yarn anytime.
I don't know what I want to do yet, but now I know that I can.
They're working with the caseworker and the AEO and it's really made a difference.
Yeah, look, and when I come out and have a yarn, I can sort of talk to you about some training that's coming up for carers as well. That'd be really good, yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you both.
Thank you.
Tennille's so much more confident now.
I'm going to show you how to make it. All right?
Okay.
And Leslie's two little tearaways, Dylan and Darren, they're starting to realise what being part of a family really means now.
Healthy ears, healthy throat.
And the boys are being encouraged to stay at school.
Hey, you fellas, you want to be in a football team?
Yeah.
Well, come to school and then I'll put you in one, all right?
And my two, well, they're growing up really fast. But they know now that they're part of a much bigger family. As for us, well, it's like it's always been. Plenty of patience. Small steps all the way. And when you think about these kids and all they've been through, well, you know, being a carer will be the best thing you could ever do. I'll get this boy ready, hey?
I can't sleep when you're next to me, so I'll squeeze you tight till daylight see, keep you from the harm the world can bring. While you're in my arms, I'll softly sing.